On January 1st, 2025, a man at JFK Airport had to throw away his $400 carry-on bag at security. Why? Because of a new TSA rule that almost no one knew had started. This year, TSA changed many carry-on rules. Things like bag size, wheels, materials, and even the tech inside. If you don't know these new rules, your bag might get taken away at the gate or even confiscated before your flight. Most travelers still use their old bags, not knowing they don't follow the rules anymore. But there's one hidden rule that's causing thousands of people to lose their bags every week. It's not just about what's inside your bag, but also how it's made and how it opens. Watch until the end, because this video could be the only thing that stops your bag from being thrown out. In 2025, the TSA made new size rules for carry-on bags. Now the maximum size is 21 inches by 14 inches by 9 inches. Even if your bag is just a tiny bit too big, they can say no. Soft bags like backpacks or squishy suitcases are also in trouble. TSA doesn't just look at the size on the label. They measure the real shape, bulges and all. If your bag is stuffed full and puffed out, they might reject it. Some bags that were okay last year are now not allowed, especially bags made of soft or bendy material. Even if they fit the rules at check-in, they can still get taken away at the gate. People are getting surprised because they don't know these small changes. But wait, what about wheels and handles? Those don't count, right? Actually, they do count now. Let's look at what the TSA says about that next. In 2025, TSA is now looking closely at wheels and handles on your carry-on bag. Four-wheel spinner bags are super popular, but many of them are now too big for TSA's scanners. Even if the bag looks small, the wheels stick out, and that can get your bag rejected. Also, handles are a big deal now. If your handle doesn't go all the way down and stay inside the bag, it can count against the size. TSA is saying if it sticks out, it adds to the size. More than 20,000 bags were stopped in just the first 3 months of 2025, just because of wheels or handles that didn't follow the rules. Some people had to check their bags or even throw them away. So now you might be asking, what kind of bag is safe then? Is there a right material or design that TSA likes? Let's break that down next. TSA is now paying more attention to what your bag is made of, not just what's inside. Metal frame bags may look strong and cool, but in 2025, TSA is more likely to stop them for extra checks. Some are even told they can't go through security. Hard plastic shells, called polycarbonate, are usually okay. But if your bag is made of carbon fiber or Kevlar, TSA may flag it as a suspicious material. TSA is now using new AI scanners. These machines look at patterns in the bag's material. If it sees something it doesn't recognize, your bag could be denied, and you might never know why. This can happen even if you did everything else right. That's why picking the right kind of bag really matters now. But what if it's not the bag that's the problem? What if it's something inside the bag that gets you stopped? Let's talk about that next. TSA isn't just looking at your carry-on anymore. They're checking what's inside and how it's built. Smart bags with built-in power banks must now have removable batteries. If the battery can't be taken out, TSA agents are instructed to confiscate the bag or force a gate check, even if the bag fits size rules. Another issue is noise-canceling headphones. If your headset uses a lithium-ion battery that's over 100 watt-hours, you must declare it before security. If not, TSA can remove the item permanently. One traveler at Atlanta Airport lost a $300 headset because he didn't know about the new rule. TSA also scans for hidden tech, including smart locks, GPS trackers, and multi-port chargers. These items can trigger a manual inspection, especially in newer AI-based scanning lanes. And yes, even laptop bags are now flagged more often, especially if they contain chargers, USB hubs, or old batteries with unclear labeling. TSA is focused on battery safety, signal interference, and new tech risks, so now you know about the inside problems. But what happens when your bag gets flagged, even if you did everything right? TSA's new 2025 policies don't just apply to big bags. Now even your laptop case can cause delays or rejection. Double-deck sleeves, the ones with a second padded layer for tablets or accessories, are being flagged in certain TSA zones. Agents say they cause screening disruption, meaning your bag may need to be rescanned, unpacked, or even denied if agents can't get a clear view. RFID blocking cases are also creating problems. These are popular for security-conscious travelers, but the layered linings inside confuse TSA's upgraded 3D scanners. In many cases, you'll be asked to remove the laptop, unzip every sleeve, and rerun your bag. TSA hasn't made this rule public, but officers are now trained to visually spot and flag complex tech cases that slow down screening. Some of the most expensive and well-known brands are the ones getting flagged the most. So yes, even if you bought a TSA-compliant laptop bag in 2024, it might no longer pass the new system's review. You've handled gear and size, but what if your entire carry-on style is putting you at risk? Many travelers trust big-name brands like Away, Samsonite, and Tumi, but even top brands are now getting flagged. Older models from 2022 to 2023 often no longer meet the updated TSA 2025 carry-on size rules. What used to pass without question may now be too tall, too wide, or too rigid to fit the new requirements. One big issue: hidden compartments. Bags with secret pockets or internal sleeves, even if once TSA approved, are being manually inspected more often. TSA scanners now use AI-driven pattern detection, and hidden zones can appear suspicious, even if you're not hiding anything. Another problem is the marketing. Just because a brand claims to be TSA compliant doesn't mean it passed the new 2025 revisions. Most of these updates weren't publicized, and luggage companies haven't caught up yet. In short, name brand doesn't equal safe anymore. If your bag is more than a year old, it may be out of spec and at risk of being pulled aside, delayed, or rejected. So how do you make sure your bag truly passes today's rules, not last year's? The answer is simpler than you think. Before you even leave home, measure your bag fully packed, not empty. In 2025, TSA scanners now use 3D depth sensors that detect overstuffing, bulges, and handle extensions in real time. Even a half-inch over the size limit can flag your bag for rejection or gate check, no matter how nice it looks or how expensive it is. Next, declare all smart gear and power devices, including power banks, Bluetooth trackers, and noise-canceling headphones. TSA officers are now trained to look for unregistered electronics, especially in carry-ons. If it's not removable, not labeled, or not declared, it may be confiscated or delayed. Don't assume that packing light means packing safe. Many travelers spend hours organizing everything perfectly, only to lose time, money, and even their bag at the last minute because of a missed pocket or undisclosed device. So run this checklist every time. Fully packed size check, smart gear removed or labeled. External zippers and side pouches tightened. That's the prep the TSA scanners now expect. But even seasoned travelers miss the #1 hidden rule. And it's the one that can ruin your trip before it even starts. TSA can now deny carry-ons with external decorative attachments, including luggage tags with metal wiring, straps with carabiners or extra clips, GoPro mounts, drink holders, or external USB ports. A traveler was denied boarding at LAX in April 2025 because his GoPro mount was flagged as a tampered device by TSA's new AI scanner. It's not just about what you pack anymore. It's about how every inch of your bag looks to the TSA software. In 2025, a sleek, feature-packed bag could look like a threat, even if it passed through just fine last year. Now imagine, you've spent days planning your trip, hours packing your gear, only to miss your flight or lose your carry-on forever because of a clip or a tag you didn't think twice about. The rules have changed, and they're not always written in plain sight. Just like the traveler from January 1st, you could face a painful surprise unless you know the hidden rules and check your bag carefully. Your best protection? Awareness and preparation down to the last detail. TSA rules are changing fast, and even smart travelers are getting caught. These tips can save you time, money, and your trip. Share this with one friend flying in 2025. You could save their favorite bag. What rule shocked you most? Comment, like, and subscribe.